let's go to another team that was struggling a little bit to start off the year, Caleb, but they have really found their ground, and that's the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, Memphis has been dealing with COVID. They missed an entire week and a half of games because of COVID, and they finally played again yesterday, and they played against the San Antonio Spurs. They blew them out the water. It was a 17-point game, and this is against the Spurs team that just recently beat the Bucks. The Spurs are 11-9, but the Grizzlies have now won 6 in a row, and now they've won 7 of their last 10 games. They look good this year, and they've looked good without Jaren Jackson. That's the crazy part. I think you just got to give it to that whole team. They've been playing extremely well, and I think they've surprised some teams. A lot of people did not expect Memphis to be as good as they were this year because they were like, well,
Yeah.
Jaw's going to get figured out, including me. I said it myself. I said, I think Jaw's going to be a little bit more figured out this year. Did I say he was going to be bad? No, I thought he would still have a jump, but not as big as a jump as he did have his first year. Now, he's not having a crazy jump, but Jaw's averaging 22 points, 8 assists on only 29 minutes a game. And yeah, he's only played 6 games this year. But to be fair, a lot of Grizzlies games have gotten canceled. He did go out with that injury, that ankle injury. I believe it was a grade 2 ankle sprain, and he came back very soon. He came back really fast. So, Caleb, what do you think about this roster? Do you see them continuing the path that they're on and kind of really getting higher up in the West, maybe better than they did last year? Or do you see them kind of falling back to earth eventually and really being that maybe playing team, like around playoff team to playing team?
Well, what we brought up hot shooting whenever we brought up Patrick Williams the other day. And one of their rookies is shooting extremely hot. He actually has the best 3-point shooting percentage in the league, and that's Desmond Bain. I think a lot of it comes down to how much can he keep this up, as well as Xavier Tillman. He's also playing out of his mind too. Those are two great value rookies that they took, but can they really keep up this performance for a long term? But then again, you got to think whenever they get Triple J back, are they really gonna like? Are they gonna go backwards? Because that doesn't really hurt your roster. You know what I mean? Like maybe they could keep it up. I wouldn't be shocked if they can keep it. I don't know about going on massive winning streaks, but winning 5 out of 7 most times, I could really see them taking off. I'm not going to bet against it. I like the way that Morant is playing. I like the way they're getting production out of their rookies. I like their roster. Their roster is fun, and it's really young too. It's a young roster. Like, it's not like super old or anything, and they're getting a lot of production out of everybody.
They are getting a lot of production out of everybody. They did only have one game this week, but some guys that really stepped up. Brandon Clark, I think he's had a really good year this year.
Yeah,
Kyle Anderson has fit in well. As soon as
slow
he
mo,
left
dude.
San Antonio, I was a little concerned how he'd fit, but I think he's done well.
I was so big on him whenever he was coming out of UCLA. I thought like point forward to the future, kind of like a very like slow paced, methodical player. But it's weird because the Grizzlies welcomed his play style, which is weird because Morant likes to get out and run. He likes to kind of push it a lot. But then like you bring in Kyle Anderson off the bench and they go from like one of the most fast paced teams in the league to like the slowest paced team. It's quite the dichotomy there whenever you bring in that guy and they're such.
Whoa, he brought up a big word, guys.
Hey, I'm trying, but it's like two completely different play styles. So you're basically playing two teams a night whenever you go play Memphis, and it's weird. I know it can't be easy to game plan for and stuff. I'm a big fan of what they're doing there.
They remind me a lot of the Jaeger Kings, but they're really
Yes.
good at slowing it down. Like the
Mhm.
Kings back then, which was what, 2 years ago,
Yeah.
they weren't able to really have any type of half court offense.
No.
Memphis, they know how to set up a half court offense and they can get out and run. So you're right. I think that roster is really interesting for the fact that they have guys that are really fast, and then you have like guys like Gorgie Jang that isn't
Yeah.
very fast, but he's been playing decent. He's averaging 9 points off the bench off of 18 minutes, and a lot of their guys I thought are doing really well.